Hey everyone, I'm Hunter Ralston. I'm going to be leading the route on July 8th. Super excited to show you these trails. I just rode a lap, now I'm going to go through for a second lap and give you the lowdown of each trail. A lot of fun stuff, some techie stuff, some climbing, rewarding downhills, rocks, roots, all the goods, lots of fun long rideable bridges. Come along. All right, so I'm going to tell you some about the route. Obviously, race director has final say on race day based on conditions and things like that. But we'll be starting on this nice open road, down the gravel hill, nice wide track to start to get your bearings and get your spot before we hit that single track. So we'll go on a nice gravel track before we take a right here. Little short stop on the grass and the trail before we enter the woods, and that will be single track, no more passing for a bit. This traverse trail gets you off the grass into the woods, and it's a good little cut through, hence why it's called traverse. Another section to pass, folks, once you get out of the traverse trail before you pop back in the woods. So once you get back into the single track, it is nice, flowy, downhill switchback, super fun. And then you will pop over to these bridges. You can see those, nice, wide, and rideable. So you'll hop off the Steve Quinn trail back there, and then we'll hop on this Lost Camp trail. Lost Camp trail starts pretty simple and then definitely gets a little more techie than the Steve Quinn trail. All right, so you'll pop out of Lost Camp. That's still a fun trail. Couple trickier parts, but still everything's pretty easy. We go on this like nice wide road, and then we make this sharp left-hand turn. If you can kind of see the entrance there. This will be very interesting come race day. So once you get on this wide road after Lost Camp, you're gonna wanna shift down, sharp left, right on a little uphill. Okay, so you'll take the Sherpa trail up, bunch of switchbacks. First, corners in the beginning are definitely more rocky. One of those things where you can get popped off very easily. I got popped off a few times, I stayed on a few times, and the couple times I rode it. But nothing, it's not unmanageable. Just a little more techie on some of the corners. It gets easier the more you climb, but switchback climbs all the way up. Then we'll be back in this grass field, riding to the next fun part. All right, so then we will get off the grass. This is a great spot if you don't want to do the next downhill with a big climb at the end. Then you can do the loop we just did or go back to your car. Perfect spot to ditch out if you need to. So then we're gonna hit a trail called Dirt Sessions. Dirt Sessions is directional, so you know what that means. Super, super fun downhill. There's a big drop there. I'm assuming if you're coming on my ride, you don't do drops, but maybe you'll surprise me. I definitely don't do these big kind of drops on this trail. But there's a B route around it. Careful, there's some rocky sections after the drop. I'll try to stop and take a picture for you. Mosquitoes eating me. But yeah, we'll do Dirt Sessions. Nice fun downhill. Then we'll see what's next. Okay, so I just went by the drop, took the B route line, but then there's this like downhill rocky section, super rideable, but you want to be up off the back of the saddle. If you got a dropper post, drop that puppy down. Definitely don't grab the brakes here. Recipe for disaster. After Dirt Sessions, we hit up shortcut. Can only mean one thing: short, steep, uphill. All right, after the steep uphill, we get to kind of like a wider cart path kind of trail. Then we'll hop on Connector. There's definitely some rock walls here. Can be rideable. You may get popped off. All good if you do. But we're about a mile to the end. So that Connector trail is definitely rooty, definitely rocky, but a pretty flat surface, pedaling the whole time. Just testing some of your techie skills on that trail. All right, at the end, you'll take another short trail. I think it's called Long Shot. Very much like Connector, short, and then we pop out and we're at the brewery. So I hope you can join me on July 8th. We'll do 2 laps of the course. Should take us a couple hours. Women only, remember that. If you can't come to the preview ride, no worries. Steep Endurance is putting on a race July 22nd. We want you there. If you're a woman and you want to race and you haven't signed up, message me. I've got you a discount code. Gonna be an awesome month. Norbrook is great. See you soon.